Hey everybody, welcome back to BobkeTV. Well, if you saw the recent Jeremy Santucci bike throw from the Red Hook Criterium, you'll see what happens to a carbon fiber bike when it hits the ground perfectly, thrown with great force. Take another look at this. It's a pretty impressive throw. It's Jeremy Santucci. I believe this is Milano. I believe it's the Red Hook Criterium. And this is a friend's bike. This is a borrowed bicycle. Santucci crashing out of contention, one-handed, just wails on it. Blam! Bike explodes into two pieces. And then, oh, you might have hurt his back crashing or throwing the bike. Not sure which. He does pick up his rubbish, which is what that bike is now. So, impressive bike throw by Jeremy Santucci, but it reminded me of some of the best bike throws of all time. So I have compiled them, a little compilation of bike throws. Let's go to the '97 Tour de France and have a quick gander at Bjarne Riis in the time trial. Very special Pinarello machine, custom built for Bjarne, wildly aerodynamic, but apparently not, at least the drivetrain, it seems like, as dependable as the aerodynamics. Tries to change out the wheel, panic in the team car. Bring a little bit curious is there's no spare bike ready to go. Gets back going again. Not sure. Slip again.
Oh, his chain now has come off. Normally they would have arranged
all sorts of trouble for Bjarne Riis.
Say 20 kilometers, we change a
bike. Oh, okay. Now he's had enough. Whoa, the reverse throw. Reverse into the weeds behind the back. Impressive. A lot of distance. Not a great bounce, but this is an interesting part. He's fiddling with the chain, trying to get the chain back on, so he might have sheared the chain rings off of the bottom bracket spindle, or a variety of. This is clean the gloves and the fingers off in the grass. I mean, the chains are oily, right? You got to get cleaned up before you can get back into the time trial and keep going. This is when Bjarne Riis lost the Tour de France. It probably had started going south already at this point. His teammate, Jan Ullrich, would go on to win this year's edition of the Tour. But an impressive bike throw by Bjarne Riis. Take another quick look at it, slow motion. Oh, and I mean, the thing like took off like a foil, like almost like a wing there. Bjarne Riis is back up, but would not go on to win that Tour de France. David Millar, 2008 Giro d'Italia. Whoa! In the white, British champion on the road, I believe. And there it goes! A lot of power. And in fact, too much power for the chain. Watch the chain snap in half, fall out of the bike, and there it goes. Fence, no match. Tremendous power, though, to snap a chain like that. Riccardo, Ricco, Tirreno-Adriatico, the Cobra, about to strike, bike disintegrating. Teammate, it's not that easy to push a person when they're running. That will not help on the bike, okay, but when they're running next to it, I don't know, you can push them over, I guess. Then there it goes. Decent bounce. Now the height on Sadovic's throw is really impressive. Like, man, you're gonna need a new bike. Obviously, it could be a long wait. Kurna, Brussels, Kurna, small roads, cobbles. When things go wrong with your bicycle and it doesn't work, That's the solution. Over into the farmer's field. Probably growing beets over there. And so now there'll be a bicycle to harvest. This is Bradley Wiggins, 2013 Tirreno-Adriatico. One of the most precise bike throws of all time. If you tried to do this 100 times, I don't think you would succeed. Oh my, he throws the bike in frustration, it's not working, and it comes to rest perfectly on the adjacent wall to the road, gets his spare, back in the race. Degree of difficulty on this must be pretty staggering. Nice slow motion replay. I'll be needing a new bike. Wow, that's impressive. Superlative scores for difficulty. Marcel Kittel, 2014 Tirreno. Man, Tirreno brings out the bike thrower in a lot of professionals. Kittel crashing out just a few kilometers from the finish. The bike that's a lot of abuse for a bike. And now, I'm not sure if he hurt his shoulder in the crash or throwing his bike right there, but into the median and a convenient place to rest. This will hurt your shoulder, folks. Bang. Been there myself, which you'll see shortly. Watch this throw by Marcel Kittel in the 2016 last day of the Tour in Paris. I mean, that's in it. How does he get the wheel to change direction? Just and boing, bounces off, comes to rest right at the feet of the mechanic. Peter Sagan, Tour of Dubai, 2014. He's on the Liquigas Cannondale squad. Yeah, everything's going south. Just didn't come to rest, except on the ground there. It happens to the best. Bike doesn't work. It's a convenient foible to your frustration. Chris Horner, 2016 Philly Classic, earlier this spring. I would imagine shifting from the big chain ring to the small ring, that the chain went into the frame, and that's just an impressive throw. And even more impressive, keeps his balance, not his composure. Good kick with the left foot of the water bottle, lift with the left, and then throw down with the right. Good bounce, just whooping. A lot of inertia built into the wheels and frames these days. Good balance too. In cycling shoes, I don't think I could do a kick that well. But Chris Horner in the Philly Classic. And finally, my own brush with bike throwing fame. We got to go way back. 87 Tour of Britain. This is Paul Hagedorn. And I coming into Cardiff Castle. Paul Hagedorn, strong rider. We were in the breakaway in the finale, holding off the field strong, but not a great sprinter. He takes the lead with a couple hundred meters to go, and I'm thinking, I got this. I come around him so fast, no problem, on the cobbled, and then my foot comes out of the, oh no! And the chain falls off. Oh, and there's the bike throw. I don't believe what just happened. I had it. There you go. I'll tell you, when you don't win that many bike races, and let's be honest, like, if you do 100 bike races and you win 10, it's a wildly successful season for almost all professionals. If you win 2 or 3, it's a great season. So when you have one in the bag and lose it, it's really frustrating. So one difference between me and Jeremy Santucci, I'd like to point out in my defense, that was my bike. That was my own bike. It was steel. It didn't get a scratch on it. Those were the early generation look pedals, and a ton of play in those. They didn't have a really good perch with the cleat. That juncture had not been figured out. Subsequently, its look pedals are fantastic, and you don't see those problems of riders clipping out very often, but early that happened quite a bit. So I was fit to be tied. I was inconsolable. I was really upset. But anything can happen in bike racing, and usually does. If you're riding your bike out there and you get frustrated with it and you don't have bike throwing insurance, just calm down, take it easy, get the problem sorted and fixed, and avoid throwing the bicycle. All right, subscriptions, comments, and let me reiterate real quick. Let's keep the comments nice and tidy. Let's just say what you're feeling. No insults are necessary. Some of them more entertaining than others, but please, let's keep the comments section a place where anybody can go and enjoy the comments and have a rational adult conversation. Subscriptions, thumbs up, follow me on Facebook and Twitter. And if you'd like a BobkeTV t-shirt, you can order them, and maybe I'll have the Cardiff Castle Memorial Bike Throw t-shirt come out soon. All right, everybody, thanks a lot. That your hope was that through the admission and exposure of cheating, what we would eventually be able to see was an authentic spectacle, a level playing field of clean cycling and sport. Perhaps that was not your intention, and by not engaging with somebody that is looking to be reconciled with the sport by speaking the truth, you are a hypocrite, and you are part of the problem.